We're live in Pittsburgh at the Andy Russell Celebrity Golf Tournament, and the marathon of interviews is not too long this time, but I'm just absolutely amazed to have the opportunity to interview childhood heroes from the Steelers, Rocky Bleier, and now Judge Dwayne Woodruff. Judge, thanks for coming by.
Well, thank you very much. But before we start, I know Rocky and I played together, but Rocky's much older than me. So, he's in another generation.
Well, okay. Yeah, absolutely. But he played because of the time he played for so many years, right?
Yeah, he played for a long time, and years. He was born much earlier than me too.
Yeah.
I mean, couldn't you tell? I mean, he was
I could tell you. I could tell you. You're ready to go on the football field right now, Dwayne.
Yeah, right.
And then everyone could get a shot of his Super Bowl ring. It's right there. There you go. Yeah. Oh, wow, that's amazing. So I know that at life after football, you definitely have done some interesting things. So tell our audience first of all about after you finished football, how you became a judge. Tell a little bit about that.
Well, I actually thought about becoming a lawyer. And I did that while I was playing. And in fact, I went to law school at Duquesne University School of Law while I was playing and finished, fine university, and finished my law degree in 1988. And I began practicing law for 3 years while I was still playing until I retired at the end of the 90 season. And at fine university, both my youngest daughter and youngest son just finished Tuesday from law school there.
Oh, congratulations.
As well. Thank you very much. And then I practiced law for a while and had been asked to run for judge several different times. I had some other things on my plate, and my father was living with us. He was a quadriplegic. I was caring for him. Just didn't have the time I felt necessary. But then later on, after my father passed and kids grow up and move away, I said, okay, maybe this is a good time, and I ran for judge and was elected, and this is my 8th year now. It's going very well.
Well, that's fantastic, and you're finding another career. And it's very interesting to look at the Super Steelers and all of them, how they had another job while playing football. I've interviewed a lot in the 70s and early 80s that wasn't it. They weren't making tons of money at that time, so you basically had to have other things.
The pay scale was vastly different than it is here today. So, my first year with the Steelers, I made $30,000. So I made more money in 3 weeks when we won the Super Bowl than I had all year long. I think we grossed $32,000 from all the playoff games in the Super Bowl. But today it's a different game, it's a different pay structure, and we had a great time during the years that I played as well, and hopefully the guys who are playing now are having the same kind of experience.
So tell me a little bit about the Do the Right Thing Challenge. How long you've been involved in that?
We've been involved here in Pittsburgh for past 6 or 7 years with Do the Right Thing. It is a national program that began about a little more than 15 years ago. Dan McAllister is the executive director over the whole program, coast to coast. It began, the Quake Foundation is a big supporter. After Desert Storm, this is their way to say thank you. When you look at Do the Right Thing, it's basically for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. We do 7th and 8th graders here in Pittsburgh, and it's one of the things we always look at in regard to violence. What are the causes of violence?
Exactly.
How has it impacted your life and your community? And what do you think can be done to eliminate it? Those are the 3 questions that the kids answer, and we receive some phenomenal, outstanding answers to them. And it goes into a database. And so now, in regard to you having issues in your city, in your community, there's a place for you to go to look to find some answers.
Wow.
What is it that you can do? Kids are in the front lines of this, and so they know the causes. And they also know what can be done to eliminate it as well. So we take that information and try to incorporate it in regard to our policies, procedures in each city as well, and provide that to our leaders, and hopefully they can use that information to provide some specific programs for kids. Next Thursday, the 23rd, we will have our Pittsburgh Do the Right Thing awards banquet right here in Pittsburgh at the Convention Center. We had over 1,000 essays this year. We'll be representing about 126, 130 kids at the Convention Center, them, their parents, their grandparents, their teachers, the superintendent, whoever is available to come. And it's a totally free banquet for them. We do all the fundraising. My wife, Joy, and I are co-chairs because I can't do the fundraising, so she does all the fundraising and comes up with all the money. And so we just want them to come, and so we provide a free dinner.
That's right.
We have prizes and awards. The Pirates, as well as the Steelers, are on board. They provide tickets for our first top three awardees there. And then also we will select our national ambassadors that night, one boy and one girl. And they will be sent to Washington, D.C., to meet all the other national ambassadors throughout the country. And they will have the opportunity to meet their congressmen and senators and talk to them about violence and the causes of it as well. So it's a great program, great experience. A lot of these kids, we've only had, over the last 7 years, only 2 kids that have ever been on a plane before. So it's a great experience for them to meet their not only their leaders but other kids, their peers as well. And they have some fun times there too. So we take care of them. But they're there for about a week, having a great time and enjoying. And it's just our way of thanking them and hopefully keeping them on the right track.
So, Judge, being a judge, do you think that this is one reason why you're taking on this cause in so many ways, because you see what happens with violence and all the different things with teenagers and middle school and trying to help them in a certain way before they turn in the wrong direction?
Right. Well, my wife and I, we've been involved with kids, our whole lives. We've been very blessed with our three children, and we just feel that everybody should give back, and this is our way of trying to give back. But being a judge sort of just it brings it home.
Yes.
Some of the stories and different things, and some of the things that I hear and listen to. I mean, it's appalling. It's unbelievable. I used to watch certain shows and different things on television, about some of the things that are going on in this world, and it doesn't even come close to some of the real things that are happening to our kids here in this country and across the world. So this is our small way that hopefully we can encourage kids and get them to react and continue in the right direction.
Well, fantastic, Dwayne. Let me stop this for 1 second. Well, absolutely, Dwayne. I see how busy you are as a judge. The phone just keeps ringing.
Yeah, it does. In fact, that was my office. So, even when I get away from the office, there's always things to do, motions and different things come in. Do the Right Thing is coming up next week, so there's always, something. So I do apologize to my group before I go out that, hey, my phone may ring, So, but they sort of give me a pass because I can call the sheriffs too if I need to.
So, Dwayne, where can we find more information on you? Our listeners and our viewers can help out Do the Right Thing and also learn more about you.
Well, in regard to Do the Right Thing, it's Do the Right Thing, DTWT. With a WT.org, and you can find some things in regard to Do the Right Thing. And I also have my daughter handles my Facebook as well as Twitter. Any information you want, you can do that, and we'll get that to you as well through the social media. I'm not, I do have a phone. I handle that, answer phones, but I'm not very good in regard to other social media. So my daughter takes care of all those things, and she's also one of the coordinators with my tip staff, Lou Ransom.
Well, fantastic, Dwayne. We need to sit down sometime and see how we can help each other out promoting some of your events as well.
That'd be great. I'd love it.
All right. Thanks again.
Okay, Neil, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
You're listening to Total Education, powered by the Beach Lifestyle Celebrity segment and Total Education with Neil. We'll be back in just a moment.